purple.
What's up, everybody? I'm Shelby Taylor.
Yo, what's up, guys? I'm Jesse Hollywood.
And this is my 2JZ E36.
I drive a Mark 3 Supra as well as a 2006 Nissan 350Z on nitrous.
I opened a small business here called Taylor Automotive Performance, and we've been open for about 5 or 6 months now, and this is what I do. I fix and repair cars, do some maintenance and diagnostic work, and a couple projects here and there.
So I own Key Motorsports. I build and fabricate everything from race cars to race trucks, off-road trucks, diesels, gas, the whole 9 yards.
Cars I was born into. There's literally home video of my parents going to highway races in Japan in 1989, and that was the beginning of it. My dad was a gearhead since I was a kid, and I didn't really like drifting growing up. I was into drag racing and muscle cars and old Dodges and stuff, and eventually I needed a reliable car after I moved here to Dallas. I went to my friend's car lot and tried to buy a Trans Am for $500 down. About a week after having it, the 4L60 went out. I asked him if I could bring the car back and trade it for a different car, and he said sure, so I went and traded for this. I met other people with similar cars, and we decided to go to warehouses around Garland and try drifting.
So initially what got me into cars, I was probably 4 or 5 years old. I had seen Monster Jam came on TV, and that was the day I was sold. From there, I grew up just getting Hot Wheels, collecting Hot Wheels, being into monster trucks, you know, like most normal little boys are. And about 15 or 16 years old, back when AOL and all that stuff and BitTorrents came out, I used to download them all the time. Everything I could of cars. And what first got me into drifting was one time I seen a big file. It took a week to download. But whenever I downloaded it, it was full of Japanese drifting. And that's where the love of drifting got started.
Definitely the times you have, the memories you make. Because every event's different, everyone's car runs different, everyone's car looks different, everyone's learning something new. Sometimes it's a new track, and just the general experience is always very memorable. So I think, especially the drift community, when you go to an event, whether you're a spectator or a driver, you have an awesome time. You'll remember it forever.
I enjoy the friendship and the family that gets built out of it. Because no matter where you go or what drift event you go to, there's always somebody there who's willing to stand next to you. You know, whether you go into like battle, whether you go into competition, at the end of the day, everybody's friends, everybody's cool, everybody chills and hangs out together, you know, eats together, drinks together. And you can always rely on generally 1 out of the 5 people that are there, compared to other motorsports, family type situation. I think that's one thing I like about it the most. Five, 6 years ago, got in a crash with Roger Torres' son, Matthew. My turbos gave out on entry, 3rd gear entry, 60, 70 mile an hour entry at Mineral Wells. Turbos gave out, car started fluttering off, and he was just deadlocked in, coming in on me, and hit me bad enough I don't really remember anything for about 2 days. I think I had a pretty nasty concussion, totaled his car out, destroyed my car pretty bad. But we both got him fixed. But I would say that that's my worst memory, but also one of my best memories, you know, talking about why I like, or what I like so much about the drift community is like me and Roger and the entire Torres family actually have a really great friendship now.
Yeah, I really don't have a worse memory, I'd say. I can't really say that any time something bad happened that it was a bad memory, because I learned something. I've blown up motors. I've gone to Houston Police Academy and took the car off the trailer, driven 3 or 4 laps, and rod knocked the motor and put it back on the trailer. It was done for the weekend. And I still had a blast. The 5 laps, they were worth it. The first year I made it into top 8 driver for the season.
which was about 4 years ago. The season ended and I ended up in 8th place. That was an absolute, I don't know if I want to say like enlightening feeling, but it was kind of almost like I accomplished some kind of feat that I didn't think I could. So I would say that.
Probably my first win at my first competition. Yeah, that was probably the highlight. I think that was my only win too. That's tough, man. Your boy likes Santa, and your boy likes family time, but your boy likes candy and costumes. So I'm going Christmas, yeah, for sure.
It depends, man. I like Halloween because you can dress up, do whatever you want, go scare little kids, get candy. I like Christmas because you get a long ass vacation. I'd probably say Christmas. I like quite a bit about it. I like getting seat time. I love getting seat time, especially like with grassroots events. You go to a lot of events and it's just hours and laps and hours and laps of driving. I think that's the best thing about it, is you just get all the seat time in the world, hang out with your buds, have fun, and you just thrash all day.
Again, definitely good memories, because even when something doesn't go perfect, as long as you're not stressed out about it, you're gonna make great memories for sure. Good tandems with the boys, can't go wrong with it. There's been plenty of moments where I almost called it quits. It's just been very expensive, but it was definitely through trying to compete. It just made the sport stressful, and it took the fun out of it. You're worried about making the next event or having enough tires, or in my case, am I going to have a working motor? And I put something together last minute. Times like that, when it's 4 in the morning and you have a block in front of you that you just got from the machine shop that you just finished cleaning the parts for, those are moments you're like, yeah, I want to sell this shit and get out of it. But you just keep pushing and you get through it.
Probably during this pandemic crap. Hey, not really called it quits, but kind of to the point of, is this over? Like, should I venture into something else? That's about the only time I've ever really thought about it. Just because, having an entire year to season off, and the amount of money that I've saved has been insane compared to the years prior. But that's probably the closest that I've ever been to actually thinking about letting it go and moving into something else. Definitely.
Absolutely. I think there's dyno proven results in zip ties, Weight reduction. Take out your roll cage, put giant zip ties in there, you'll be good.
I want to go to Ebisu, man. I've never been there. For the last couple of years, it's been a big goal for me to go to Japan and go to Ebisu. And I'm just waiting for the stuff to blow over so I can go drive that. I want to go drive Mahon for sure. I think that would be one of the best tracks I could ever drive on.
Texas Motor Speedway. I love that whole, it's like an 1/8 mile drag race to the first corner, and you're going 100 miles an hour into that first turn, and yeah, hard to beat that kind of adrenaline rush, honestly. How do you beat Jack Nicholson as Joker? You can't.
I like Jared Leto. I would say Jared Leto, just because he's a new Joker for the times. Definitely my props. He's almost 80 years old, still works every day, took care of his family, took care of me growing up, and every reflection of everything I do in my life is based off of the man that he is.
I definitely look up to my dad. He's my hero in every aspect. The dude can drive the wheels off fucking anything and fix anything. He might not be super book smart, but he's a genuine good person, and that's how I want to be. My plans are definitely to expand my business. I don't want to turn into some big giant, monopoly like, Pep Boys or something like that. But I want to grow my experience and skill sets and grow my business. Maybe get into some light manufacturing and ultimately just create something that will provide me and my family for wealth for a long time and give us the ability to have a lot of fun, enjoy ourselves in life.
I can't really answer that because I don't really have plans for the future. I kind of just take everything day by day and I focus on tomorrow when I get there. So I don't have a lot of plans. I'm more or less one of those people that today I could make $500, tomorrow I could be broke. And, it's kind of the way the world goes sometimes. Tomorrow I could eat $1,000 meal, today might cost me 10. I don't plan much. It's when I get there, then I'll handle it. Just to be happy. Just to be happy with whatever I have and the people around me.
I want to be happy in life, just always be happy and spread as much happiness to other people who, deserve and need it as much as I can, have fun. Life's short, so take risks and hopefully reap the rewards.